His Excellency the President, Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, chaired the 23rd Cabinet meeting. The following issues, among others, were considered and approved. In fulfillment of last week's Cabinet directive and His Excellency the President, Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa's instruction, Cabinet considered and approved the review of licenses, permits, levies and fees subject to further refinements in the agricultural sector, focusing on livestock, dairy farming, stock feeds subsectors. This is also in line with the implementation of the ongoing case of ease of doing business reforms, which aims to reduce the cost of doing business and enhancing economic growth in the Zimbabwean economy. Cabinet received updates on the preparations for the 2025 Heroes Day commemorations and Defense Forces celebrations, as well as preparations for the 46th Independence Day and Children's Party celebrations. Final preparations for the 2025 Heroes Day commemorations are underway, and the main event will be held at the National Heroes Eka in Harare Metropolitan Province, and as is customary, provincial commemorations will also be held in all provinces across the country. 223 families of fallen heroes and heroines will attend this year's main event in Harare. His Excellency the President, Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, will present national flags to the family representatives of 4 national heroes who were posthumously declared: Comrade Benjamin Burombo, Brigadier General Retired Lamek Mtanda, Comrade John Bedzi, and Comrade Jairus Jiri. The 2025 Zimbabwe Defense Forces Day celebrations will be held on the 12th of August 2025 at Rufaro Stadium. Cabinet agreed to change the theme to Zimbabwe Defense Forces guaranteeing peace and stability for the attainment of Vision 2030. Meanwhile, the Zimbabwe Defense Forces Day Community Assistance Week commenced on the 28th of July 2025 and will end on the 7th of August 2025. Rehearsals for military parade and military displays are currently underway at Rufaro Stadium. Selected entertainment groups will also perform during the event, while soccer match between Zimbabwe Defense Forces Select Team and the reigning Zimbabwe Premier Soccer League champion Simba Bora team together. Preparations are at an advanced stage for this soccer tournament. Meanwhile, significant progress has been made in terms of the preparations for the 46th Independence Day and Children's Party celebrations at Mapisa in Matobo District in Matabeleland South Province. Initial venue preparations have commenced, and ministries, departments and agencies have been directed to ensure project completion in time for the celebrations scheduled for April 2026. Cabinet considered and approved the proposed honors and awards for 2025. More specifically, and in addition to the medals to be awarded veterans of the liberation struggle, the government of Zimbabwe has shortlisted 3 exceptional individuals for conferment with honors and awards at this year's ceremony, which will coincide with the National Heroes Day commemorations. The recipients include Prof. Vladimir Shubin, former Secretary of the Soviet Afro-Asian Solidarity Committee and head of the African section of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union's International Department, who received the Zimbabwe International Friendship Award. Insem Chitutu, a teenager who bravely rescued 2 children from a burning house in Bindura, will be awarded the Silver Cross of Zimbabwe, and Dr. Madeleine Nyamwanza, the first female African medical doctor in Zimbabwe, will receive the Robert Gabriel Mugabe Commendation Award for service in human capital development. Cabinet approved the principles of the State Service Bill, which seeks to align the current act with the Constitution as well as to address administrative bottlenecks and to redefine the scope of coverage in the current act. The amendment will also remove prescriptive amounts in the current act and replace them with percentages and ratios for ease of administration, especially during inflationary periods and currency changes. In terms of the economic development pillar, Cabinet received reports on projects as at day 50 of the second 100-day cycle of 2025. The Minister of Finance, Economic Development and Investment Promotion highlighted that the mobilization of tax revenue and non-tax revenue had surpassed the set target. Under the Economic Growth and Stability pillar, the tax and revenue management system being implemented in 3 phases has achieved the following. The projected active taxpayer target was surpassed due to nurturing activities for new registrants and also intensified follow-ups on already registered taxpayers. A strategy to engage associations and other key stakeholders to deal with unregistered taxpayers has been put in place, and there was improvement from the first quarter in terms of performance. Under the Civil Works Program, the Zimra Maitengwe staff houses in Matabeleland South Province have been completed, and the Zimra Chiredzi block office in Masvingo Province is nearing completion, whilst works on the IDBZ Kutu Solar Project in Masvingo Province and IDBZ Kadoma Cluster Housing Development in Mashonaland West Province are underway. Under the governance thematic area, the enterprise-wide risk management project performed as follows. 7 ministries, departments and agencies were trained in enterprise-wide risk management against a target of 3 MDAs, with 30 directors and 260 deputy directors having been trained. Under the conference's priority, the Masvingo Investment Conference was held in July 2025. The Masvingo Investment Compendium was completed. The nationwide venture capital fund investment in terms of projects is progressing well, and the Eagle Real Estate Investment Trust was listed on the Victoria Falls Stock Exchange on the 16th of May 2025, and the NDS2 macroeconomic framework has been developed. Regarding health and well-being pillar in terms of the NDS1, the Minister of Health and Child Care highlighted the following achievements under his purview. The installation of an oxygen plant at Lupane Provincial Hospital in Matabeleland North Province has reached 80% in terms of completion. The Chinotimba Drug Rehabilitation Center in Victoria Falls in Matabeleland North Province was completed and is now operational, whilst the Wilkins Drug Rehabilitation Center has reached 95% in terms of completion. 8 mobile clinic trucks have been procured for all provinces, and expected date of delivery is the end of August 2025. The renovation of the Binga District Hospital Muswere has been completed. Works on the rolling out of the Electronic Logistics Management Information System have reached 56% in terms of completion, with 124 health facilities officers have been trained on the use of the system in the following particular areas: Gwanda in Matabeleland South Province, Mazoe in Mashonaland Central Province, Mwenezi in Masvingo Province, Murewa in Mashonaland East Province, and Zimba in Mashonaland West Provinces. The tablets and computers were procured to roll out the system. A total of 22,271 women were screened for cervical cancer. Of the women screened, 1,435 tested positive and 583 were treated. In terms of the digital economy, the Minister of Information, Communication Technology, Postal and Courier Services highlighted the following achievements under her purview. Digital skills training for 6,500 citizens, and of this number, 2,500 were trained under the Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program. Migration of internet connectivity to Starlink at 20 digital centers in the following provinces: Mashonaland East, Mashonaland West, Mashonaland Central, Matabeleland North, Matabeleland South, Masvingo and Manicaland provinces. Establishment of 10 ICT laboratories in all the 10 provinces. Regarding the establishment of a technology park in Harare at Zimpost, the development of a policy on the digital centers or community information centers and software hubs is being developed, whilst the deployment of base stations and broadband network expansion is ongoing in the following provinces: Mashonaland East, Midlands, Masvingo, Manicaland and Matabeleland South provinces. The deployment of e-learning platforms to 20 schools in Bulawayo Central, Bulawayo Metropolitan Province and Buera and Chimanimani in Manicaland Province, whilst the fiber to the home project in Hillside, Eastleigh Uplands in Harare Metropolitan Province is on course. 8 base stations under the long-term evolution project have been commissioned in the following provinces: Harare, Mashonaland West, Midlands and Bulawayo. The development of a Zimpost portal and its website have been completed and is now in the public domain. The drafting and designing of the framework in terms of government applications and procurement is ongoing. The Digitize Zimbabwe Expo campaign was conducted in Mutare, Manicaland Province, with 38 ministries, departments and agencies. The Digital Economy Conference was convened in Bulawayo Metropolitan Province to explore strategies for achieving a fully digital economy by the year 2030. The World Telecommunications Day was successfully held in Mashonaland East Province. Under the Infrastructure and Utilities pillar, in terms of NDS 1, the Minister of State for National Security highlighted the following achievements. Overall progress on the rehabilitation of the Chadzire Bridge in Buera, Manicaland Province has reached 65%, while overall progress on the regraveling of a 3-kilometer stretch of the Samutsa-Ngaone Road in Chipinge in the same province is at 60% in terms of completion. Overall progress in terms of the rehabilitation of the Powe Bridge in Gogo South in Midlands Province is at 60%, and the overall progress in terms of the rehabilitation of the Makugwe Bridge in Mwenezi, Masvingo Province is at 70%. The overall progress on bore siting, drilling and installation of solar-powered piped water schemes in Gutu, Masvingo Province is at 70%, while a similar project in Gokwe in Gwanda, Matabeleland South, is at 60%. A total of 37 bores were drilled across provinces against a target of 20. Other projects that are ongoing include the Kampanji Bridge in Mudzi and the Dudzu irrigation in Goromonzi. Cabinet also received a report on His Excellency the President Dr. Idi Mnangagwa's attendance at the SADC EAC meeting in Nairobi, Kenya. His Excellency the President Dr. Idi Mnangagwa attended the joint SADC EAC co-chairpersons meeting with a panel of facilitators held on the 1st of August 2025. The president co-chaired with his Kenyan counterpart, who is also the chairperson of the EAC, His Excellency William S. Ruto. 4 of the facilitators attended the meeting. His Excellency former President Uhuru Kenyatta, former President His Excellency Dr. Mokwetsi Masisi, H.E. Catherine Samba Panza, and Sahle Wek Zwede, while former President His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo attended the meeting virtually. The purpose of the meeting was to give direction to the panel of facilitators, finalize and formalize their appointment, and to endorse and share their terms of reference and other working documents related to the merging of the Luanda and the Nairobi processes. The meeting adopted the following documents: terms of reference for the 5-member high-level facilitators appointed by the joint EAC SADC summit, framework for the merger of the Nairobi and Luanda processes, process design of an inclusive mediation process in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, resource mobilization framework for supporting the joint initiative, and the proposed structure of the independent secretariat to support the facilitators' processes. I thank you.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.